So what's the cost for you and your family to stay in the U.S. one more year? And this is for you who know that you want to leave the U.S. You've made the decision in your head, and maybe you're in the middle of the process, but maybe your finances are stopping you. Self-doubt and fear is stopping you. This video is for you.
Reaction is pouring in from around the globe after the U.S. carried out what the Trump administration has described as a large-scale strike against Venezuela and its leader. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres emphasizing the importance of international law, saying he is deeply alarmed by the recent escalation as it sets a dangerous precedent. Colombia's President Gustavo Petro, too, strongly condemned the U.S. action, calling for an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council and the Organization of American States. Cuba's President Miguel Diaz-Canel, a staunch supporter of Maduro, is calling for the international community to respond to what he has described as a criminal attack. Russia's foreign ministry is condemning the act, saying Venezuela must be guaranteed the right to determine its own destiny without outside intervention. Germany's foreign ministry says it's watching the situation with great concern and is in close contact with its embassy in Caracas.
So what happened in Venezuela is beyond sick. Basically, the U.S. going in and kidnapping the Venezuelan president and his wife for no reason other than to basically steal their resource of oil. You have to think to yourself, how safe are you to stay in a country where your government can act like a maniac and just do whatever against international laws? I'm super glad to say all the other countries are looking at the States with complete side eye and disgust, which is what I'm loving. People are saying they just broke international law. What are they doing? People are looking at the States like that psycho cousin. They never know what this person's gonna do. They'll look and see him digging up his butt and be like, well, this is just what the psycho cousin does, right? They expect craziness to come out of him. So let's get off of that and get on to you and your family, you and your kids, if you have kids. What is the cost of you staying in a maniac type environment for one more year? So what you have to think about is, what do you think the future is for the country that you're living in? Okay, there's no black and white here. Is it good or is it bad? You're an intelligent person. So I'm going to assume that if you are watching this video, you have plenty of intelligence. You probably have your bachelor's, master's, PhD. All right, you are an intelligent person, and you know that the future of the U.S., just on a common sense level, is not good. It's not good for anybody. Now you have to deal with war looking you in your face. So when it comes to war, think about your mental health and the mental health of your kids. How are they going to deal with that? How are you going to deal with a country that wants to start a war and thinks in its lunatic mind that they're going to win? What does that mean for you? What does that mean for your kids? The U.S. is treating its citizens as enemies, as well as whoever else has the resources they want to steal. The cost of staying one more year could mean the decline of your physical health and your emotional health as well. Especially if you're a good person, especially if you're an empath and you can't help but to feel the energy of a place like me, right? When that's how you are, this is really going to impact you in a negative way, especially when your heart is telling you to get out, get out, get out. It's time to get out. So the cost of staying one more year in the U.S. might cost you your life, because what do you think's going to happen when they shut their borders and you can't leave, right? If they delay flights, if they cancel flights, because this is what maniac governments do, right?
Donald Trump's government shutdown is now the third longest in American history, and the American people are feeling the shutdown pain more and more each day. Social Security offices are now closing across the country. States are warning of possible disruptions in SNAP benefits, and thousands of federal workers, thousands, folks, and our military families as well are facing immense financial uncertainty. Donald Trump couldn't care less. As the New York Times.
The cost of staying in the U.S. one more year could rob your kids a future, could rob you your future. We have to think about the rise of racial tension, the rise of cultural tension. It's like the States right now is just this cooking pot of madness waiting to happen. It's already happening. So it's just a very dangerous situation. It's just so dangerous and sick. If you don't know who I am, I'm Ronnie. I am a 10-year expat. I started this channel because I really didn't start learning about life and how the world works until I started traveling. Once I started traveling, I realized how brainwashed I was about living in the States, and how this living in the States is like how much I was lied to, basically. How much I was sitting in class being lied to about the U.S. and the world. I didn't start to really understand how things worked until I started traveling internationally. And I'm on a mission to just help as many people as possible to escape the States. And not even escape is for, escape right now. Escape the States and step into the life that is safe, a life that is that allows you to eat real food, a life that allows you to breathe, a life that allows you to have peace, a life that allows you to raise your kids in peace, a life that gives you options that you don't have staying stuck in the States. You just don't have the options to live a better life, especially when you're a minority and you have been kept at the bottom of the barrel forever. The cost of staying in the U.S. one more year could cost you the assets that you have right now, right? If you were to take action, you could liquidate those assets, turn those assets into money, and then use that money to fund your travel abroad. The more you wait and you don't take action, the higher the possibility of you not making it out or the decline of the US dollar, the more that might happen. So you have to think about these things. The cost of staying in the US one more year could cost you your life or your kid's life or your family's life due to ICE. And these are just thugs that don't need a college degree, that are paid high salaries to suit up and jump on people, which is what they've been doing. And they will continue to do, and it's just going to get worse. And I guess the biggest point I want to make is the cost of staying in the U.S. one more year could lead to terrible regret because, in 2015, there was just something stirring in my spirit and it would not stop. It was like, and I wasn't in danger in any way. There was just something stirring in my spirit continuously, like, get out, pull the trigger. Leave. And it wasn't like I was trying to escape. And actually, I really didn't I wasn't trying to leave forever. I had this feeling I wanted to become an expat and I wanted to live outside of the States because I started traveling in 2007 and I saw so much and I saw so many different ways that people were living. I actually saw the options that I had in terms of how I wanted to live. And so that's what I wanted to experience. And I thought I would just be going for 2 years and then get an apartment in Las Vegas. And then the friends that I meet overseas, I was going to invite them over to Vegas, because, who doesn't love Vegas? And this was my thought process then. But I'm just talking about the stirring in my spirit that was telling me to get out. And then I was talking to God, of course. the whole time to help get me and my family out. And so what you don't want to deal with and suffer from is regret. If you have that stirring in your spirit and you know it's time to go, but you're like allowing people or situations or just doubt or fear to hold you back just because, it's a terrible thing to have things get worse and then you sit back and then you regret not taking the opportunities that you're presented with now, not stepping into those opportunities. You don't want to deal with that. To see that you don't have to deal with that. If what's holding you back from leaving the States is finances, and if you're looking for ways to turn the skills that you have now into money you can make online so that you can leave, I have a link down in the description to your first 5K. Okay, this is a membership that has helped me, and it teaches so much. Like, it teaches you how to use the skills that you have and turn that into money online. It teaches you how to, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel. If you don't know, how to really get started and how to get paid from that, it teaches you all of that. The link is down below. I'm in the membership. I find it very helpful, and maybe you watching this channel, maybe I'm just a bridge for you. Maybe you watching the channel, you watching this video will be a bridge, right? You click the link below, or you click the links below, because I'm gonna have a couple of links, right? You click the link below to your first 5K and you join, and then you'll have many different options to where if you want to start a YouTube channel, you can learn how to do that today for free. You can learn today. You can start. If you want to quickly learn how to turn the skills that you have into online cash, you can start learning today. There's no excuse. Especially if I'm talking to you and you're like, I got to get out. It's really, becoming a thing now. Like, I got to find a way to get out. I got to find a way to get out. My finances, I'm struggling with it. And also, if your spiritual eyes are open and you want answers to what's going on now, what will happen in the future, the link will be in the description below for that as well. That's it. This is going to be a short video. I have more videos to come. More travel videos are coming up. But I just want to be like a bridge to help you get from where you are now to out of the States. Okay, not traveling around the States. I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about getting out of harm's way. Look in the description. I have a couple of links below. This is Ronnie Light signing off, and I want to empower you. I want to encourage you and empower you to take action today. Take action today to better your future. Take action today to better your family's future, your kids' future, and pray to the Most High for protection and guidance. All right, this is Ronnie Light signing off, sending you love, and I encourage you to go where you glow.